All right, everybody. Hey, welcome. Tonight we're going to be making a fabulous southern dish. It is chicken fried steak. That's right, chicken fried steak, a southern staple. And with it, we're going to have a delicious, creamy, velvety, smooth white gravy and some fried okra on top of a bed of mashed potatoes and some broccoli, even some dinner rolls. So stay tuned. We're going to make this meal. I'll show you what you have. If you've never made it, it's easy to make, simple, and delicious. Not good for you, not very healthy, but very tasty. But who cares about if it's healthy or not? Because we enjoy it. So stay tuned. Hey everybody. All right, we're in the kitchen now. We're going to start prepping this cube steak. We're going to start with that first. I'll show you the ingredients, what you have to make this, and then we'll go from there. All right, this is our cube steak. I got 7 of them here. So if you don't need this many, just get whatever you need for your family. And for our dreads, we have a flour, just plain flour. This is a 1.5 cups of flour. This is about the same amount of plain panko breadcrumbs. You can use seasoned if you like, but I use the plain. And for our seasoning for our meat, we're going to use some paprika and some garlic powder, onion powder, and of course salt and pepper. And for our gravy to go with this, you're going to need a 1/2 cup of flour and 1/2 cup of butter. Now, it doesn't have to be butter. It can be bacon fat. It can be any kind of fats. But as long as it's equal parts flour and the fat, which is in our case butter for tonight. And you can use milk. But instead of milk, I like it a little creamier, so I like to use heavy cream. So that's all we're going to need besides salt and pepper for our gravy. I have an egg wash over here. We're going to take this egg mixture, and that's going to be for our cube steak. Going to get this seasoned up and go from here. Okay, for our cube steak, we're going to go ahead and get our salt opened up. Be very generous with your season. You can go ahead and season your flour ahead of time if you like, but I think it's easier to go ahead and season the meat. Tastes a lot better and it stays on longer. So be very generous with your salt on both sides. Okay, next we're going to do the garlic powder. Again, very generous. Okay, next we're going to do the onion powder. Black pepper. And last but not least, the paprika. If you like, you can use smoked paprika. Okay, now we're going to take this, flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. Again, start with our salt. Again, I've done this before we put it in the flour dredge, but seasoning tastes a lot better when it's actually on the meat itself. Get the meat all seasoned up here. And paprika again. Okay, we're ready to dredge this. Now what we're going to do first of all, put it in the flour first of all. Once it's in the flour, then I'm going to go into the egg. I'm going to go on the panko. Nice layer on this. Then we're going to go in our pan here and just set it right there. Now if you like, you can double do this. You can go in the flour, egg, back in the flour, back in the egg, and then back in the panko if you want extra crispy. But I find these panko are perfect, nice and crispy when you do it this way. Try to keep one hand clean and one hand otherwise you're going to get this all over your hands. So this goes in the flour. And into the egg. Into the panko. Now I didn't dump the whole panko in here. I just did about half the thing in case it gets too pumped up or whatever you have extra. I think we're going to be just fine. We only have 2 pieces left. Into the egg. And there is 6 eggs in here, by the way. Again, it all depends on how many steaks you're cooking. So I'm taking 2 steaks for 2 people. Just maybe 1 or 2 eggs is all you need. But for our family, this works good. Nice, thick coating on there. And let's do one more, I believe. Let's try it. And in the egg one last time. It's all good and coated. And we should get all this in this. This should be all covered good. Okay, I want to clean our mess up a little bit. Let me raise this up so you can see us up here. Adjust this camera. Okay, now we're going to start the gravy. Now all you got to do for this gravy is make a roux. A roux is simply flour and butter, or flour and any kind of fat mixed up, and that's a base for numerous different sauces. You can make a bechamel, espagnole, velouté, different soups. You can thicken stuff with it, but for our purpose tonight, we're making a delicious southern white gravy. Alright, now with our real hot pan, what we're going to do is go ahead and add our stick of butter. Again, equal parts butter, equal parts fat. Or equal parts flour, equal parts fat. So we use the whole stick of butter, in this case. This is half a cup. We have half a cup of flour. This butter all melted real good. If you can see that or not. I'm going to heat up a little bit. Once this stick of butter melts, we'll make our roux. Like I said before, there's a number of things you can do with this. You can make soups, a good bechamel sauce. This is the base for that. Espagnole, a velouté. Great for just making a soup out of a pan like this. Add some veggies and garlic and make an Alfredo that way, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so now our butter is gone. Now we're going to go and take our flour. I have half cup of flour in here. We're going to take our whisk. I'm going to stir this up. I want you to get a little creamy texture like that. Like this. I don't know if you can see that or not. You know what I mean? Now cook it just for a minute or two, it'll start to smell like kind of like nuts. Like a nutty aroma. While I was doing that, I'm going to cook for a minute more. All we're doing basically is getting the raw flour taste out, cooking the flour. Keep whisking it so it doesn't burn. Turn the heat down a little bit. There's a blonde roux, a brown roux, a dark roux. Depends on what you're making. Now we're going to add our heavy cream. A little bit at a time. Stir this in. It'll start to thicken up as it does. Add more heavy cream. Start to thicken up again. Add more heavy cream. And if you run out of cream, you can add water, thin it out, or milk, or you can just use milk in the first place. So we're starting to get our texture a little bit. It's still a little thick, so we're going to thin it down some more. Looking good. Now if you eat this right, no way it is, it's not going to taste very good. You have to add lots of pepper and salt and just season it the way you want. It's better just put it in and tasting. Put it in and tasting. It's getting really nice now. A little thick still. So again, add more cream. Like I said, I've made this many, many times. Just use some plain milk. Milk works just fine. If you want a little creamier, a little richer sauce, use the heavy cream. Look at that. Looks phenomenal. Oh, I can't wait to taste this. Okay, we'll add the rest of our cream. And this is, by the way, if you want, this is 1 quart, 32 ounces of heavy cream. I think this is going to be just about perfect for me. If you want it thinner, add more milk. But for me, I think this is going to be just perfect. You can turn my heat down even more. Put this aside. We're going to add our salt. I'll start with about a half teaspoon or so. Put that in. And our pepper, just add a nice generous amount. Give it a stir. Looks good, smells good. Give this a taste. Good. Use more salt. Grab a spoon out of here. A little more salt to this. Again, just taste and go, taste and go, taste and go. That's all you have to do. I wanted to finish the review before I do the meat, because the okra's going to go right in after the meat and we're ready to eat. So this is going to be done first. You can always throw it back on the burner and heat it right back up before you eat. Okay, I've got my spoon again. My taste. Good, but needs more pepper. It is delicious. taste. Perfect. Okay, going off the heat. Now we're going to start the meat. I've got the broccoli cooking in here, potatoes are done, so stay tuned. Okay, we got our oil going for the okra, oil here for the cube steak. I'm going to take 2 of these, drop them in the hot oil. Always drop them away from you. Yeah, they'll cook pretty fast. Let it cook here for a minute. You want a nice golden brown. And again, these are steaks, so you don't have to cook them as long. You can have a medium well in the middle, or a medium rare if you like, or even well done if you like it that way. Flip this one over. Okay, just continue cooking these the same way. A couple minutes per side, keep flipping them so they don't burn. And that's it. I'll take this off the burner here and show you real quick. This is what we're going for right here. You can see that light color there, nice golden brown. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and try this, see how it is. Got my gravy on top. Good, good, good.
How much can I have?
All you want.
Thank you.
So Kelly and Emily every night come in here and watch Netflix. Think they're watching, what is it? Grey's Anatomy. A stupid show. Hey, no, that's okay. So tell me, how does the food taste?
Very good. We've been waiting for it for a while, so we're very excited.
Well, when you video and cook, it's a lot longer
I thought
process.
you forgot. I thought you finished and forgot to tell us.
No.
So I'm happy.
1 to 10, how would you rate it?
10.
M?
10 plus.
Good.
No, that's 10. This is 10.
That's a 6, M.
I can't.
All right.
That's 20.
All right, bye.